Well, in our previous class, we had discussed about mutation breeding. In fact, I told you about Professor Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. He is the founder of mutation breeding. How mutation breeding is done? What is mutation breeding? You all know what is mutation. Here, induced mutation is used. What is used? Induced mutation. When the mutation is being artificially done, it is induced. When it is stimulated, it is done by artificial methods by using some agents like gamma rays, beta rays, UV rays, like some chemicals like nitrous oxide, and then mustard gas. We are told these points that they are carcinogens also. They are carcinogens. So mutation leads to variation. This variation can be beneficial also, or it can be harmful also. So in order to create the beneficial aspects, these rays have been used in mutation breeding. So this was the first done by Professor M.S. Swaminathan. In this mutation breeding, many crops have been mutated for more production, for disease resistant, because most of the plants, right from their, I have told these points in introduction also, right from their germination level till the fruiting level, they get infected with different pests, different insects, like aphids, grasshoppers, pests, insects. So when these pests and insects manifest, when they interfere, because they damage the whole crops, they damage the production also, they damage the yield also, and even the plants and parts of the plants like flowers, birds and seeds also get damaged. Like cotton plant, or it can be any vegetable or fruit, or it can be even monocots also, the leaves will be damaged. So here these insects and pests, to overcome the manifestation of insects and pests, to overcome the involvement of interference of the damage done by insects and pests, this mutation breeding is also done so that it can protect, the plants can protect themselves. Many plants have been cross-bred, hybridization is done by mutation breeding. Clear? Bhendi is done, okra is done, clear? Then many other crop plants have been done in that, in order to increase their production, to make them disease resistant. So this is the base for transgenic plants. Before this topic, we had discussed about hybridization plants. Hybridization, crossing of the parents. Then the latest technique what we have is known as transgenic. That we will discuss a part of it in this chapter only. After this, two more small topics. Again, in the plant biotechnology also we will discuss in the 12th chapter. So there also we will discuss. So in between this hybridization and transgenic, so this is the connecting link between these two. What is that? Mutation breeding. Mutation breeding, where you are changing the gene sequence, the genome of the plant you are changing by induced mutation. The harmful gene is removed or the beneficial gene is stimulated. So this is how it has been induced. It is been stimulated. It has been initiated by artificial method. That's why such a mutation is known as induced mutation. Induced mutation. Here it is done by using rays. Rays. Which rays? Gamma rays, alpha rays, beta rays, UV rays also, and also by using chemicals like nitrous oxide, and then mustard gas. After this we have a small topic. After this we have a small topic known as biofortification. Biofortification. Now, the definition can be asked for 1 mark. What is biofortification? Means to say that it is the simple process of enhancement of or improvement of the nutritive value of crops or crop plants, to increase the nutritive value. Why this? Because now you understand the definition. What is it? Biofortification, the process of fortifying, increasing the nutritive value. Why? Because now if question is why we have to increase the nutritive value? Because around 380 million people in the world are suffering from malnutrition. What is malnutrition? They lack Micronutrients. Micronutrients. What are micronutrients? I have discussed in the very beginning also, like proteins, right? Proteins, vitamins, and few minerals. Comes under micronutrients. Macronutrients are nothing but carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are macronutrients, right? Whereas proteins, vitamins, and minerals, right, comes under micronutrients. Most of the people, around 380 million children in the whole world, are suffering from malnutrition. It is known as hidden hunger. It is known as hidden hunger. Why it is known as hidden hunger? Because if they are not hunger, they don't. It doesn't mean that they don't have food. Of course, they have food, but what they lack? They lack micronutrients, malnutrition, abnormal nutrition, insufficient nutrition, inadequate nutrition. What they are supposed to get normally, they are not getting those. Which one? Proteins, vitamins, minerals. So such a hunger suffered by students, suffered by children, is what is known as malnutrition or hidden hunger. So to overcome this protein deficiency, vitamin deficiency, mineral deficiency, because of these deficiencies, what happens here? These children suffer from disorders. The children undergo disorders. For example, if protein deficiency occurs, the disease that comes is known as kwashiorkor disease, right? Due to malnutrition, lack of proteins. You also very well know vitamin A deficiency leads to retinal, night blindness, vitamin C, right? Scurvy, vitamin D, right? Clear, arthritis, right? Or rickets, all these, right? Vitamin E, right? For example, tocopherol, calciferol, ascorbic acid, right? Then retinol, right? Vitamin E, lack of energy, lack of libido, lack of sexual energy, right? Vitamin K, lack of blood clotting factors. All these are the, right, minerals like, right, magnesium, calcium, right, sulfur, phosphorus, right, iron deficiency, right. Iron deficiency leads to problems in blood, right. The blood becomes weaker, RBC will decrease. Iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, bones become weaker. Magnesium deficiency, bones and gums become weaker. So this mineral deficiencies also leads to disorders, small diseases. To overcome all these problems, what scientists, they thought of increasing the nutritive value. Why can't we increase the protein content? Why can't we increase the vitamin content, mineral content, all this content, what is there in the normal crops, which are easily affordable by average family, poor family, because rich proteins are present in almonds, cashew, right, pista. All these cannot be afforded by all the people. The people who have more children, the families who are suffering or whose income is less, comes under the average, below average category. Poor people, they cannot afford to have these. Some of the fruits, some of the dry fruits, some of the fruits, like many fruits are very costly, right? So the scientists and dietitians thought of increasing the protein, vitamins, minerals in the cheaper, in the normal day-to-day life, what people use, normal vegetables, normal fruits, cheap fruits, right? Easily available, affordable fruits, affordable food commodities. In that only, why can't we increase the protein content, vitamin content, mineral content, right? And also some beneficial fat content, oil, lipid content. They thought of this value. They thought of this concept were being taught. Why? Because one classical example I will give you. You all know badam, right? Badam, almond, what we call, and groundnuts, right? Groundnuts are known as Indian badam, right? Indian badam. Why? Because the nutritive value of almond and groundnuts are very much almost equal, not equal. They are close to it. Like for classical example, one more example, like apple. Many rich people afford this, right? And in our country we have a trend. When we fall sick, we eat fruits, right? Usually we should eat fruits daily. Then Cedium guava. What is this? Right? Cedium guava, right? What we call in our common language, chepekai, right? Clear? Jam, right? Allahabad jam, what is famous for. See, this is very costly, around 100 rupees, 150 rupees per kilo. This is nothing but one piece which you will get for 5 rupees also, for 10 rupees also. The nutritive value of these are almost 90% same, 90% same. Clear? So this is done by nature itself. Nature itself has given this idea. So this concept, the scientists' dietitians thought, why can't we increase the nutritive value of some of the normal commodities, food crops, so that the poor people, the suffering poor who are suffering from these deficiencies also get their nutritive, their balanced diet they should get. They should also get their micronutrients. So such a increasing of enhancement of nutritive value. Which value? Nutritive value. For example, even if you not understand simple thing. For example, I'm taking rice. It has more carbohydrates, less of proteins. Let's say, for example, 100 grams of rice has only 10 grams of protein. This is an example, just to understand. Right? It has around 80 grams of carbohydrate, for example. So by retaining 80 grams of carbohydrate, they are increasing it to 30 grams of same amount of rice, 100 grams of rice. It had only 10 grams of protein. Now it has 30 grams of protein. So the nutritive value is increased in that, enhanced in that. That's what is the main concept of this chapter. Strategies for enhancement in food production. So here, this concept is being done. This is how the protein content, vitamin content have been increased in some of the crops, classical crops like maize, right? Maize. You all know maize, right? Clear, we all use this. Corn, popcorn, maize. Earlier maize, you see, it is used as food also, feed also. What is the difference here? Food is human grade, what human beings use. The edible items are known as food grade. What grade? Food grade. Feed refers to the edible items, fine, which are used as food for animals, is known as feed. Animal feed, poultry feed, fine, cattle feed, or livestock feed. Feed means which is used for animals. Food grade comes for human beings. But whereas maize, fine, clear, maize is used both as food also, feed also. Earlier you might have seen, you ask your parents, the maize, fine, was very hard, very hard. If it get dry, it's difficult to crack also, difficult to chew also, very hard, very strong. But nowadays, you know, baby corn, fine, clear? Baby corn, sweet corn, baby corn, fine. Where maize has, they have made hybrid biofortification is done. What they have increased? They have increased 2 amino acids here. One is lysine, other is tryptophan amino acid. These 2 amino acids they have increased. Once you increase the amino acid, this maize has more content of lysine, more content of tryptophan. When these amino acids are increased, amino acids are the building blocks of what? Yes, building blocks of proteins. So when you increase these amino acids in the maize, when people consume such maize, which is enriched with these amino acids in the body, naturally proteins are synthesized, vitamins are synthesized. Right? Similarly, maize is being enhanced with lysine and tryptophan. 13. Lysine and tryptophan, clear. Similarly, other fruits like for example, vitamin C increased. What is vitamin C? Ascorbic acid. Fine. It is an antioxidant, antioxidant. What do you mean by that? It prevents cancers. Fine. So vitamin C, which is nothing but ascorbic acid, it is increased. It is already present in tomato. Fine. Tomato, but it is increased to much extent so that people get vitamins. Fine. Clear. Then vitamin A, I told you, it is increased in carrot. Already it is present in carrot. Some amount of vitamin A is present in carrot. Vitamin A is not present, retinol is present. That retinol will be consumed, fine. It enters into our body, and in our body vitamin A is synthesized. Clear. So here they are increased in carrot, they have increased vitamin A. In tomato, they have increased vitamin C. Similarly, lysine and tryptophan are increased in maize. So by this classical few examples are given over here. By this, fine, they have increased the nutritive value of common vegetables, common fruits, fine. Banana, fortified banana, biofortified. You want to see some foods, it is written as fortified. In that, it is labeled as fortified food or fortified food item. What do you mean by fortified? Where the nutritive value has increased, protein content has increased. Proteins are the building, proteins are bodybuilders. we require a lot of proteins, fine. So vitamins are very much required. So to increase the protein value, vitamin value, fine, many simple crops, simple foods, normal vegetables which are very easily, where we are used daily, we use, fine. Such crops are being fortified. Even rice is being fortified, fine. Rice also is being fortified. Wheat is also being fortified, fine. Where in the rice also they have increased protein. Wheat also they have increased protein, which are because rice and wheat are staple foods, daily foods, common foods, fine. Whereas in case of ragi, you come across only proteins, less of carbohydrates. So here, these fortified fruits, vegetables, grains, pulses, all these are being nutritive value that have been increased. Such a concept is what is known as biofortification. It will be asked for 1 mark definition or the last, right? Which are the crops which are being biofortified. Give an example. Define biofortification. Name 1 or 2 biofortified foods. They ask. You have to name either maize, tomato, carrot, or even brinjal. They have done. The okra, bhendi. They have done. Fine. In mutation breeding also, Atlas 66 is a wheat. They have done. Fine. The other what I told you in the previous classes. So this is a simple concept. In the next class we will discuss about single cell protein, 1 class, fine. Then 2 or 3 classes, 2 or classes we can discuss about transgenic. The plant tissue culture, fine. How to create hybrid plants, transgenic plants. So plant tissue culture we will discuss. Once we complete this plant tissue culture and single cell protein, this chapter will get completed. I will start one of the biotechnological chapter. I hope you people are quite safe, taking care of yourself. Keep studying. God bless you. Take care. Repeatedly watch the class and make your own notes. Go through the study material also. Good luck.